Hey, I'm Tommy. Who starts a stream like that? Hey. Tommy Calloway, thanks for watching. Today we are going to be talking with Kevin, the basic filmmaker, whose channel was recently hacked by Russian bots or something, and then his channel was just completely deleted. So real quick, we got 3 angles for you today, but after I bring Kevin in, I'm not going to be, you're only going to see half the screen, so I want you to see everything we got here. We got the whiskey cam, and we have a slider cam to show you how the whiskey cam was set up. But to leave Kevin not hanging much longer, we're just going to bring him in right now. Kevin, you're on.
Hey,
Thanks for showing up, man.
what up?
Yeah, sorry your channel got hacked.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's
You got a whiskey cam.
yes, I do. And actually here I'm going to point this over.
Look at that.
And for this evening's pour,
Wow, look at that.
I'll have the drink. You do the complaining.
Here I got the there's the poor man's coffee and water cam.
I like that. That's handy.
This is all I got. Big giant pile of goo and this face.
Oh man, here actually, I can just have you. No, I can't. Never mind. Cool. Well, thanks for showing up. I don't have the camera set up for you to take over because it'll just be my desktop with a Skype interface and it'll look weird.
Oh.
Anyways, cheers. Thanks for joining the stream.
Thanks for having me.
Boom.
Boom. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I really, really miss posting videos and doing live stream and talking to other people and stuff like that on live streams. I really miss it. I didn't know how much I missed it.
Well, we're going to get into it today. But the first thing we do on this stream is
Yes, sir.
we like to talk about our lighting. So I'm going to tell you what lights I have set up here this evening, and
Okay.
then I'll have you go into what you've got.
Okay.
So first off, for my sort of blue fill, I have the Rotolight Titan X1, which is a fantastic light, and I've reviewed it, and it's one of my favorites. And I've also ordered the Titan X2, and that's on its way. It'll be here eventually. It's in customs right now. Then I have behind me, for this sort of back rim soft fill, I have just the Falcon Eyes RX818, which is a full color soft canvas panel style light that I've had for years, and it's just kind of become a staple in my studio. It's wall mounted. And then we have the Light Panels Gemini 1x1, which is giving me this nice kind of green soft hue. It's in the back corner there. It's the 1x1 panel from Light Panels. I've had that for a couple of years, and I decided to start using it a little bit more. It is a really nice light. It has some great presets options in there. And then for the whiskey cam over here, we have the Nanlite Pavo Tube 6C, which I have just right here. It's battery powered. And then I also have an aperture light, the 120D Mark II, doing just, I don't know if it's doing much, but it's on. So that's my lighting setup for this evening.
Sweet.
What do you got going?
You know, every time you say whiskey cam, I am going to laugh. See,
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. Hey, RV Addict is here.
Oh, hey,
Hey, Kevin.
what's going
Hi.
on, RV Addict? Thanks for showing up.
We miss Kevin
We
on
missed
YouTube.
Kevin on YouTube. Thanks for having
Hey.
Kevin on your channel tonight. And
Hey.
hi, Camera Junkie.
Appreciate it. Lights. I had my main key light that's usually sitting up there, Bite the Ghost. I happen to have a Tri-8 from Aperture sitting over there, so I threw that up. Don't even know if it's color balanced or not.
It looks nice.
I got behind me this, boop,
Yeah.
that. I did a video on this when I used to be able to make videos, man.
What light is
Hey.
it?
That back there, I showed people how to take whatever they're doing and just do that with a cheap. There's 2 cheap $6 metal, you know, those clamp lights,
Yeah.
and 2 $4 LED bulbs sitting at blue ones.
Oh, and is that just a switch change, like a remote controlled plug, basically?
Yeah, that sucker
Nice.
just. Hey,
There you
camera.
go. Nice.
Yeah.
What camera are you using?
The A7S III.
That is a fantastic camera. That's what I've got over here. We've got
Is there any
A7S.
other camera?
Yeah, right. We've got A7S III one over here, A7S III number two over here, and A7S III number three over here.
You have three.
I do have three.
Wow.
I had a red Komodo and I sold it, and then I got a couple more
You
A7S IIIs.
have three A7S3s. Now I'm exuding jealousy. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
it's the best camera.
and then over there, here, let me switch to another. There. Way over there, that's a
Yeah,
Falcon Eyes, like a TDX, whatever the hell it is.
yeah.
It's sitting over my B-roll table.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
the same light that I essentially the same light that I have over here. The
yeah, what a great light.
RX818. Actually, you know what's funny? So this is the RX818 behind me, but what you have is this one, right? The TDX2 Mark II or whatever, the waterproof one. It's the same one I
I
think you have. You
This
just said.
thing's years old. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know, but it's cool.
Well, anyways, yeah, that
Yeah. So
I have
that's
two of
just
them.
sitting
They're good
there. It
lights.
doesn't do much. I mean, if you watch, I turn that off.
What's up, Paul? Thanks for showing up. And Aaron, you guys are just in time. We haven't even really gotten started yet.
We have it. We're still talking. Yeah, and then I have the A7S3 sitting over there with my lovely 55 prime. I have a ZV1. That's the overhead camera. Cheap camera, but it
That's a great
autofocus
angle, you know?
like a beast. Well, it allows me to sit here and go blah, 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 turn over this way, and then show product stuff,
Yeah,
and then
I
come
like
back
that.
here.
That's a good angle.
And then up here, that dude up there, that is simply a Canon. I forget.
A
It's like an
Canon camera.
8X.
Very nice. That's one
It's
of
a
the best cameras.
camcorder. It's a
That's hey,
camcorder.
it works. It works really
It
well.
works beautifully.
Now, I was talking to Kevin just before we got this started, and he was telling me that everything he has in his studio is all plugged in. There's no batteries, which is really smart for a setup like that.
Absolutely. In this live stream, and this is where I do like
Did
tutorials and stuff like that. And then over, you can't really see, but over that way is my main studio.
yeah,
Um, that's where I just undock the camera and dock it over there. Lights, all the other stuff. Everything is powered. Lights, everything.
awesome.
Sliders, the motorized sliders, even these two little lights. I don't know if you can see these.
Yeah,
These are these two little. They're almost like aperture. I think they're Falcon
yeah, we
lights
can kind of see them on the stream.
sitting up here.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, those are powered. Everything's powered. I will not do batteries. I've been burned too many times.
Yep. Well, they've died on me, and then I just replaced the batteries, and yeah, it happens. Whatever. It's live.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's get into the meat of the topic tonight. You are on day 20
Day 20.
of your channel being deleted.
Correct.
So, from my understanding, you basically you got like some random email with like some Russian address, and then your channel was unaccessible or terminated due to some community service or community violations or something like that.
No, here's what happened.
Okay.
Um, on the 13th of February, which I think is a Saturday, I did my live stream on my other channel. And I always rewatch my live stream to make sure I didn't say anything really, really bad.
Yeah.
And so from 9 to about 10:30, so it was about 11:30, I was watching the live stream, rewatching it. About halfway through, all of a sudden, I was watching on my iPad and bloop, it stopped. It went to the main YouTube app. It's like, what the hell is this? So I got back in, continued watching it, and I noticed it at the top right on my pad. It said that I was logged out. Like, what the hell is this? Went to log in. It said, your password was changed 20 minutes ago. I was like, wait. So then I went to my email. And I couldn't log into my email because my email for that channel, basicfilmmaker@gmail.com, was how I logged in to my YouTube channel. So no, and then I saw Twitter stuff on Twitter and a bunch of people were saying, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? Why are you like what are you doing? Like, what's the joke?" I would do something like this.
Yeah.
They're like, "You're doing this cryptocurrency thing, and there's all these people on there and stuff like that." And I'm like, "What?" About a
Oh
half
no.
an hour. Maybe it was that fast. I don't think it was more than an hour. YouTube, and I agree with this um, because they have this cryptocurrency scam, bots, and everything else. YouTube went, or their bots went, whoa. They slammed the channel down, um, turn off channel. Adios, see you later. Um, I wasn't I was still like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, the aliens are here. Woohoo!
Yeah.
So I went to log into my Gmail. I couldn't get in there. Um, I couldn't get in my YouTube channel. Like I was like, what the heck's going on? And I finally tried to go to my YouTube channel, and a little banner that says this channel has been terminated due to a violation of terms of service. I'm like, what? So I got on Twitter and contacted Team YouTube. Man, if you have a YouTube channel, I don't care if you use Twitter or not, get a Twitter account. So you at Team YouTube. And I said, hey, I just had reports that there was some crypto thing going on my channel, live streaming, yada, yada, yada. I can't get in my Gmail account. I can't, like, I'm locked. I can't get in my unscripted. I'm locked. They were like, okay, well, here's what you do. When they finally got back to me, it was a couple hours later. They went, you go to, we're going to give you this link. You give us, first, you give us an email address that you know is legit, because I couldn't get them the email.
Yeah.
Um, we'll put that up for 72 hours. Go fill out this form. I'm like, 72 hours? Hell yeah. So I went to fill out that form. Here's another tip. If
Mhm.
you ever change your channel, like I think yours is uh, youtube.com/Tommy Calloway,
Yeah.
uh, make sure you shuffle off the original YouTube ID. It's like U87 blah, 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 because they will not accept that. They want the original ID. Well, I couldn't get to my YouTube channel to find out what the ID was. Fortunately, I had some way long ago on the internet, I found somewhere where I posted the link to the original YouTube ID. So I supplied them that, what my phone is, my email was, what I thought happened, la 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 la.
I'm really
And so
distracting. I'm sorry. Keep going.
it's okay.
The light died.
I'm I'm like Ed McMahon. You're Johnny Carson. I'm covering for you. I tell these stupid long stories and everybody
It's
falls
important.
asleep. So uh so they said, okay, set the form. I'm done. So I'm waiting. And I get back to Team YouTube after, was it 24, 48, 72 hours? That's like 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Got back to them after like 4 days, and I said, my channel's still not there. It's up. It's not restored yet. And they went, well, no, we gave you that email that's open for 72 hours, and you submit that form. Um, and then they start investigating work on your channel. It could take weeks. I was like, what? Um, so long story short, they hacked my channel. Somebody hacked my channel. It isn't YouTube's fault. It isn't the government's fault. It isn't the aliens' fault. It isn't the Hare Krishna's fault or whoever you just feel like beating up today.
Yeah.
It's the hackers. They're the guys.
So your
They're,
channel 20 days ago. And by the way, a cryptocurrency hack scam thing also happened to Lee Zavitz.
Mhm.
And you've probably talked to him by now, huh?
I contacted him. I also watched his video, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, like, remember now, my Gmail account, which is where I've been running all my business through for 8 years, I can't get into.
You still can't get into it.
Well, at this time, I'm bringing up the day.
Okay.
Hey, you wanted to hear the
I
story.
do. Yeah, no, I'm it's
You need to sit back and
continue.
drink your
Continue,
crap.
man.
I'm gonna
Continue.
be going. I got like another 3 hours of this crap.
It's not going to be 3 hours. We don't have 3 hours.
So, long story short, I was out of everything. I was finally able to restore my Gmail account. Um, that was safe. I immediately went, changed every single password on the planet. I can give you some really cool tips on changing a password, although some techno geeks will be like, oh, um, so you can remember it.
Hmm.
And then I started every day posting. Day 3, hack apocalypse. This is
Yeah.
what's happening. Day 4, day 5. Oh, no, YouTube sucks and everything else. I was like, dude, it's YouTube. Um, it's been, I reached back out to YouTube because I have no way to contact them because I don't have an email because I can't log into YouTube. Therefore, I can't get to the partner program and say hello.
Yeah.
Um, they've been great. They have been working on it for now, well, depending on where they're located. I think they're in California, nearly 3 weeks. Um, and I've gotten slowly and slowly a little more testy about it. Not because I'm a testy guy, but because the longer it takes, the more I'm like, hello. Now
Yeah.
their only failure so far is I cannot get anybody from YouTube to reach out to me and say, hey, the guys who are actually fixing it, to say, hey, we're fixing on it. Maybe it'll be another couple of days. Maybe it'll be 6 months. Number one. Number two, I do this full time. So obviously, it's like showing up to your job and your office is gone and everything's gone. And your boss, Tube, is like, well, something happened and we'll get back to you. Maybe in a couple of weeks, let you know what happened. By the way, don't expect to get a paycheck if you're not working.
Yeah. So I wanted to get into that.
So there you go.
Um,
That's where I'm at right now.
okay. So your channel, number one, you can't access your Gmail, right?
I can now.
You can now, but you can't log into YouTube with your main account, and you can't log in to YouTube with your other account.
My I'm still trying to work this out. Because I have like 4 or 5 YouTube channels.
Right?
Uh, 2 of them are the main ones. I have a brand account, Basic Filmmaker, and all my other YouTube channels are under that umbrella. That's how you log into those channels.
Right.
You pull down, you switch. Well, because I can't log into my main channel, I can't log into any of my other channels.
Right.
So I can't get to them. Period. The end.
So you are out. One, you're out AdSense revenue
For 3 weeks.
for 3 weeks, but you're also out affiliate revenue,
For 3 weeks, correct.
and you're out growth and algorithm stuff. So people can't find you. People that want to reference old videos can't find you.
Correct.
People can't find your courses essentially, and your other things of income. So it's not just YouTube and views and AdSense revenue, but a large majority of your online business is still currently affected by this.
Yeah. I mean, you know the way it works. AdSense, affiliate links and stuff. Same with my university. It's about anywhere from a one, sometimes, usually I count on like a 2 month later payoff.
Yeah.
So if they get up my channel, my main channel, um, let's say next week, which is the middle of March, what will happen is for 3 to 4 weeks, those payouts in May, it'll be zero for everything. So I'm not going to get paid for a
Yeah.
month.
So you're going to have a month of no pay.
I'm going to have a month of no pay.
That's awful.
It is. But I try and maintain a good attitude about it, and I keep trying to tell others there's no reason for me to go like rampant crazy on this. And
Right.
scream at everybody and go crazy. It's just a waste of time, and it solves absolutely nothing for me to go.
Yeah. So there's
"Arr!"
I have
It just
two
pisses me off.
so I have two schools of thought here. One, you can be patient and hope that it gets fixed. That's one, right? It
Yes.
will probably get fixed eventually,
Yep.
um, as it has with other people in the past.
Hmm.
Or two, if you've ever wanted to see what it would be like to just start a new channel
Hmm.
and start publishing content, I think that now would be like the best time to try that.
That's actually a good idea. I mean, I'm in the middle. Like, one hand, sit around and wait, see what happens. Maybe they'll do that. I don't do that. Then at the other pendulum swing is I'm going to scream to everybody and at everybody in the world. I'm right in the middle where I gave you a couple days, gave you a week. Now I'm upping the pressure a little bit. 2 weeks, I'm upping the pressure. 3 weeks, I'm like, dudes, you need to get your crap together. Like, I got 3 weeks, I got no pay. And so, because I didn't foresee it was going to take this long, I had this thought the other day of, hey, wouldn't harm me to go off and just start another YouTube channel right now, because I'm pretty sure they're going to restore the main channel. Start another YouTube channel, and maybe I niche down to like video editing or something like that. And just start another channel. Hell with it, and just when times are bad, you just need to 10x what you're doing and give the
And
finger to all the bad stuff.
yeah,
So
and the weird thing is, I know that yeah, I mean, you probably have backups of your 8 years of video, right?
yeah, I have every almost 500 videos sitting right here next to me.
So, I mean, have you thought about like if you just re-upload all of those videos on that new channel, then you can start generating some of that affiliate revenue from that search traffic immediately. But then, like, you keep worrying about, oh, if they restore my channel, then there's a bunch of duplicate content. How do we get around that? That's such a
Well, and
weird.
then YouTube comes along and starts going, "Hey, you're posting duplicate content. Hey, what the heck?" Like,
Yeah, that's such a weird area. But what I would say is, I mean, my only advice is start that channel now as a backup and start publishing content until it's done. And then if for some reason it gets, if he goes viral or whatever, then just have all those people refer them back to, I mean, it might, you never know. It might then just post links in all the videos. Hey, my main channel got restored again. Let's go back to there.
I've thought a while about starting a video editing type uh, basics of video and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
doing that. There's always new people coming in going, "Oh, I don't know what a timeline is.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
how to
clearly there's
chop
not
stuff."
it's not decided.
Right. And I've thought a long time doing that, and I can do that. And frankly, I made a YouTube channel once. Hell, I have a course on how to do it, 21 steps, and how to ignore all the other bull
Yep.
that you get thrown at. And a lot of people have taken the course and they're growing their channels leaps and bounds. So it's not like I don't know how to do it. Hell, I even got a guy who tells me.
Aaron
So
says, "Yes,
I
Kevin,
thought
we
about
need
doing
those
that.
weekend streaming sessions."
What's that?
Aaron says, "Yes, Kevin, we need those weekend streaming sessions."
Well, look at this. Uh, all I saw was RV addict, and then I have chat disconnected. You're not logged in.
Oh man.
Sorry, dudes. Can't see the chat. I'm really
Sheldon
sorry.
McCoy says, "Basic filmmaker. Sorry that happened to you. You are the truth, the real talk, dude."
Real talk with Kevin. But you have a great point. I'm close. I What I don't want to do is start a channel and put it all up and everything else and start putting effort into that. And my
Yeah.
other channel comes online. Um, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to deal with. I mean, I'm gonna have to go through and go, is AdSense working? Uh, did all
Did
the
all your affiliate links
subscribers who
change?
disappeared?
Did they change all the links in all the videos?
Yeah. Did all the subscribers disappear? I know I know everybody who subscribed to my channel went, "Wow, you disappeared from
Yeah.
my subscription feed. You're gone." It's like, great. Um, does the channel work still again? Are the views still there? Are the analytics still there? I mean, heck, I got a green screen video that I was hoping next month would hit 1 million views. Just one. I make a lot of money off that video.
Yeah.
Uh, what like I don't know what's going to happen, so I don't want
You
to
know what you could do?
suppose what's going to happen. Go, well, maybe this, maybe that. That's a waste of time. When it happens, it happens. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, I could start on the channel. I could.
So in at the very least, so it's easy to speculate and say you could do this, you could do that. But I
Totally.
mean, this is a conversation. What would I do? Something that is interesting and probably a lot of people that appreciate your content, which is what you have, over 100,000 subscribers that are confused now, um, or
Many
or
are.
is you could start a second channel with a very similar name, so people, similar tags, similar content, people would find you in the recommendations, chronicling what's happening on, just with your updates of where your channel's at, and then maybe
Mm.
give them some of the content that they can't find anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good idea. And, you know, I miss live streaming. But of course, if I start another channel, uh, I don't know how many, I don't know what your status has to be before you start live streaming over there on YouTube.
That's a good question. Well, at least you could post videos.
I could post videos, and that's the thing, is over on that new channel. It's I get it. I'm fine with it. Over on
Yeah.
that new channel, it's like, okay, I need 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers to start monetizing. Wait, what? I just transported 8 years ago,
Uh,
and
Sheldon
I still
McCoy
have the
says
same gray hair. Well, that ain't fair.
you have a website, right, Kevin?
Uh, my website is the university. It's Basic Filmmaker
The Basic
University
Filmmaker.
dot com.
Is it?
Basic Filmmaker
Is it?
University.
Hang on. Is it Basic Filmmaker University or the Basic?
Basic Filmmaker University.com. No the.
All right, I'm gonna post that in the chat because people are asking about it. I can't find it. Basic Filmmaker University.
.com.
I had to Google it. I found it. All right.
It's there.
They hacked that too. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, and thank God. I mean, the members. I have thousands of people there, and those members. I almost get teary-eyed with their support and their kindness and reach outs and what can they do?
It looks like you can. People are telling us you can start live streaming day one on YouTube.
Is that right?
Yep.
I didn't know that. I should know that. That'd be cool. I may do that. I may just start another channel and just start. Maybe I'll just do that Saturday. Start a new channel and say, hey, live
Yeah.
streaming over here.
One of the actually, so there's a guy commenting here, Roland Dobbins, who's been very active about telling us about how to fix our passwords and what we should be doing, and how putting your livelihood at the mercy of a giant corporation which refuses to interact with you as an individual is fraught with risk. Well, actually,
Okay.
Kevin is a step ahead of you there, Roland. He has, as I just posted his website, Basic Filmmaker University, he has over 1,000 subscribers on there, I guess.
Yeah, I
Call
have
them members.
a couple thousand members over at the university.
Yeah, and he
It's
does premium educational content on filmmaking, and
it's
so he
free,
has
free and paid courses.
free and paid courses. So he does have another stream of income with his own personal system of livelihood, which is
Absolutely.
more than I can say for myself with video production. I'm kind of stuck on YouTube in that respect.
Well, and here's the thing, and I've heard this, and I get it, but you kind of gotta step away from the cliff and be rational about it. Well, all you're doing is putting all your eggs in one basket on YouTube, and I understand that's not great. Look, Google and YouTube is not going away tomorrow. They're not going away in 5 years. Odyssey is not going to come take over the world. It's just not going to happen. When you have something like Walmart or YouTube or Google,
Or
it takes
Experian, who
it
got
can take
hacked.
100 years to take a company like that and bury it. It's really, really hard. They're going to be around for a while. And it's not YouTube being vicious or bad. They're not the bad guys. They're the good guys. For the first time in history, Tommy and me can reach an audience. We could do this, make money at it. You were able to do that before. It
Yeah.
was not,
Well,
it
this
did not exist in the
everything you
planet.
see in my studio and all these different camera angles and stuff. I mean, this was all because of the
That's right.
audience YouTube was able to help me to reach,
That's
and
right.
the advertisers and brands that were able to find my content from YouTube.
That's right.
So it's a platform, and as any platform does, they try as best they can to protect themselves, and a lot of that, unfortunately, is automated because, well, I mean, if you had 10, what is it, 7 days worth of video uploaded every second or some ridiculous, who knows,
Mhm.
you'd have to automate that, and it's hard.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, who knows how many people, because Kevin's a smart dude, and if his channel was compromised by, well, reasonably smart, okay, and if his channel was compromised by Russian hackers, and Lee Zavit's channel was also compromised, how many channels are they dealing with over there that are being compromised, particularly with Bitcoin being what, $50,000 or something ridiculous?
It's
It's
actually a lot.
That's probably a firestorm of what's happening. So you can't fault the employees at YouTube for not taking action, but you
Correct.
can fault the process.
The process, which YouTube is telling me they are working on and apologized for it not being faster. They are working on. This is new for YouTube. Oh, people have been hacking forever. No. What's happening with these hackers coming in, taking over um, cryptocurrency, plus taking over their bot and be able to get all this. This is a bit new area for YouTube over the past couple of months. So they're scrambling and trying to figure out how do we protect the company and everybody's videos. Great, Kevin, we should restore your channel. But they want to protect the 16 million channels and the Tommies and the Gerald Unduns from having this happen. And I agree that takes priority. The only thing I don't agree with is really the only thing I don't agree with YouTube is I have no one on the other end communicating to me saying, we're still working on it. Or I have no way to go to YouTube to those guys and say, hey, like it's been 3 weeks. This is my full-time job. I'm not getting paid. I can't do anything on any of my channels. Like,
Yeah.
what's happening? Nothing.
The thing is,
That's my issue.
there needs to be better process because
Correct.
YouTube prides itself on being a place to a community for creators and to create careers and income and things like that. So if the process is so broken that you can just immediately be out of your income for a month
Right.
or for who knows, that process is not working. But
Well,
it
it's kind
just,
of like uh, Bart Johnson. You know
yeah.
Bart.
By the way, he just said, hang in there, Kevin. Channels are temporary. Great teaching and content is forever. He commented that.
Hey, thanks, Bart. I wish I could see the chat. Um, like Bart Johnson. It's going along, everything's fine. All of a sudden, his freaking house burns down.
Burn.
He doesn't
Sorry.
have a process in place to handle that, right? So here's
Yeah.
YouTube, and over the past couple of months, these new or different hackers are coming and doing all these new things that YouTube, their house is burning down, and YouTube did not have some process in play. And it's great to say, well, they shoulda or they woulda, and why don't they? Well, if you're so freaking smart, why don't you give them a process that works and they'll pay you $1 million, right? They weren't ready for this kind of stuff. They're scrambling in a month or 6 months, whatever. Absolutely. And in fact, if you think about it, they have processes in place that you never see because your channel doesn't get hacked. It doesn't get taken down. Your videos aren't reposted everywhere. You don't see that because they have those processes. But on this one particular point, I mean, if I were YouTube, it would go like this. Ah! And everybody scramble around, and engineers scrambling around, and Susan walking into these guys going, WTF, dude, you're killing my creators. Like, like you're working 24 hours a day for the next 20 years till you figure this out. So behind the scenes, I imagine they're flipping the hell out. So on the other side, I have to realize, like you say, they just didn't have a process in place for this thing. My only objection is, despite, again, it's not YouTube, it's the hackers. My
Yep.
only objection is YouTube, despite me saying so, through a via Team YouTube. I understand the communications on a via. You know how that always goes. Um,
So
it's not
someone,
up. It's not communicating to me as a creator saying, "Dude, we're working on a promise." I'd be like, oh, "Thank you."
yeah.
Nothing.
So commenter American Liberty said, is this inspiration to all YouTube creators to make sure you have multiple separate channels and make multiple channels, make people know where they can find you before you get deleted? I would say not so much, but it is important to, if you have aspirations to use YouTube as your career, to create some type of way to connect with your audience outside of YouTube. That's extremely important, whether it be
Absolutely.
through a monthly newsletter. There's a lot of different platforms you can use to build that newsletter, because your channel can be destroyed, deleted, uh, at the whim of the company that owns it, which is not
Correct.
you, it's YouTube.
Correct. And they're not going to do that. I
They're
mean,
not, yeah, no, they're a
they
good
deleted
company.
my channel. I promise you did some. And look, I just got to say something.
Go ahead.
I got to. Um, because this has happened a lot. I've seen this happen in other areas, other companies, stuff like that. And I see it as YouTubers. You have people who come in and comment on your channel. They're just, excuse the term, assholes.
Right.
It's not the person who was ticked off. It's not the person that you don't know. Their wife just left them and they're upset and they just want to flash out at somebody. These people are just pure evil shitheads. Okay. They are a really, really, really small percentage of society. They're really tiny. They look really big because they make all the noise.
They move
Heck,
around a lot.
if we didn't have those people, there'd probably be no news. But we won't go there. These hackers and these people who leave comments and these very small people, they they're what they make a living off, and it's hard to grasp because everybody watching, most people are nice. Even if they get mean, they're usually deep down, they're nice. They can't imagine a person being like this. There's a small sector of the population, very small, that make all the noise, so that makes it look like a lot. And they want to create chaos. They want you to go off, create 5 different backups. They want you to get wrapped up in woe is me. They want you to go freak out. Oh, it's going to come get me, and ooh, it's going to be terrible and everything else. This is what they want you to do. They don't want you creating videos and creating good things because they don't. So the minute you jump into, oh my gosh, a YouTube channel and I may get hacked. I think if you think you're going to get hacked, you have a better chance of winning the lottery.
Yeah.
Mathematically, there are 7.5 billion people in the world. And, you know, out of all those people, well, let's take the YouTube channels. There are 15 million YouTube channels, and I know 5 got hacked.
Kevin, we think I'm siding with Shauba McCoy on this in the comments. We think that all the people you were talking about stormed the Capitol. Anyways, so American Liberty says many may watch, even subscribe, yet do not desire to give out email and join mailing lists. No, of course not. It's not about 100% conversion. It's about having a. So think about this. If in my opinion, if you have a video, and this is probably something that I might start doing soon. is in your videos, if you want to offer not like whole huge exclusive pieces of content, but just exclusive communication to people that want to know more or be more involved, those
Correct.
people will join your mailing list. You don't need to get 100% of the people to sign up to watch your videos. It's just about if something like what happens to Kevin, that you have a way to let them know that, hey, you didn't disappear. And when you do come back, that the next video you publish, you can send them an email with a link to it and it'll get more views, more engagement.
Yeah.
It's just about communication. You don't need to convert
I
100% of everybody.
I created this channel and I created the university because I love to help people. Period. I didn't do it for the money. I didn't do it because I want to be famous. I want to be famous ever. I did it to help people, and some people like what I have to offer. Some people learn from me. Some people come over to the university and they take some free courses and they're like, that's cool. Some people pay for those courses. Some people don't. The thing is I really like to help people. And after people get to know me, my channel, etc., they're like, oh, this guy's cool. Or, depending on who you are, this guy's an idiot. I hate this guy.
Don't
Okay,
click subscribe.
I'm not trying to be everybody's cup of tea. No one, I never will. But the
Yeah.
guys that they get it, they get I like to help, they like that I 10x everything, I bend over backwards. They go over to the university, they subscribe to the channel, and they're a very, very loyal audience. And I'm very, very loyal to them. So to go off and go, oh, well, no one's going to give you their email address. That's not true. It'd be like starting a business and thinking you're going to put an ad in the newspaper and 100% of the people that are read are going to sign up. If you're thinking like that, please don't start a business because you're in great
Yeah.
disappointment.
I mean, Kevin, it seems like you have like a 1.5 to 2% conversion of subscribers to members in your university, right? 2,000 members, roughly. What was your subscriber count at?
Over at
Before?
the university,
Oh no, at your on your YouTube channel,
I I think I was around 125,000.
125,000. Yeah, so let's say roughly 1.5 to 2%, right?
It's
Conversion to members on your university.
it's more than that.
That's more than that. Okay, so if you were to offer a product that was $10 a month and you had that many members,
Mhm.
regardless of what happened to YouTube, that's an affordable membership
Correct.
for valuable content that anyone who's trying to learn filmmaking would pay if they agreed with your style, which, as we've already learned, your conversion rate is decently high.
Mhm.
I mean, you don't need to convert 100% of people. And I'm learning from this
Not
that
at all.
I want to use YouTube to become a career, right? And I've started learning about digital assets recently after working a little bit with Josh Yo over at Make Art Now,
Mm.
who's taught me the value of digital assets. And I've created a LUT when I had my red Komodo to match the Sony A7S III to the color science of the red Komodo.
Oh, wow.
And it's not particularly scientific, but it's really close. And
Mm.
it's an artistic LUT is what I'm calling it. And I sell all the LUTs that I've ever put together for $10 in a single package. And I've never had a complaint yet. And so I think that I'm going to start working more on digital assets. But again, going back to YouTube is my only source of communication and revenue when it comes to
Mhm.
those digital assets. So I need to start building a list of people who want to communicate with me should YouTube decide that my channel isn't worthy of their algorithm.
There are, I cover this in the YouTube course, new YouTube Academy course. And all the YouTube Academy course members are going to sit there and go, yep. Um, if you're going to start a YouTube channel and you're really into it, you're going to do something you're passionate about. Because if you're getting in it for the money, just stop. It's got to be passion. But if you're going to do that and you're going to move to a point in subscribers and revenue where you want to do this full time, you need 3 sources of income. 1 is going to be YouTube and its ad revenue. 2 is going to be your affiliate links. If you're thinking you can only use affiliate links on YouTube, it's a bit, you're like, whatever that word is, narrow.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 is where you have some offering or offerings that the people who watch can go check out. The idea is they're going to give you your email, they're going to sign up, potentially give you money, and you're going to give them 5 to 10 times the value of whatever that thing is.
Right.
I mean, what was it, $10? I mean, if you have a super duper LUT that matches this camera to that camera, and I have this camera, and I have that camera, and I want to match them, and I know what that's like, and I'm ripping my hair out, I would gladly pay you $10 or twice or 3 times that much for that LUT, because I don't have to go to rediscover it.
Yeah.
Here's your $10. I'm done, and I'm going to think you're awesome. So there's 3 sources of revenue. There are more. Some of them are whatever. I won't go into that. But those are the 3 sources of revenue. And as you build up your channel, you know, maybe you got 100 subscribers. Maybe one person subscribes to your mail list. You give them their offer. Give me your email, and here for $2, I'll give you whatever editor you use, all your keyboard equivalents you ever needed or whatever. Maybe somebody needs it. I'm making this up. And then you continue to do that. Your prime source is you keep making videos. You're going to get ad revenue, links.
Yep.
Whatever it is.
So we have a couple comments. I'll interrupt you.
Go for it.
Mr. Hang.
God, I wish I could see the
says,
comments.
yeah, the joy of helping others is so rewarding. That's why he's a teacher. I've talked to him, yeah. He teaches filmmaking at a college, I think, or a high school, one of the two. I don't mean to insult you as a teacher. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago that we talked. Roland Dovins, he came back with, it's a good idea to take out cyber insurance if a significant portion of your income is derived online, which actually that's a very interesting comment. I wonder how much that type of insurance costs and if it would cover exactly what happened to Kevin. If it does, Kevin, I think that is an interesting video topic when you come back online.
When I do come back online, sorry, I'm seeing if I can incognito over here.
Because you can't log into YouTube.
Stupid. This dude, you're playing an ad? That was a joke.
I did turn on monetization for this stream.
Good. Well done.
Yes.
How dare you make a few pennies for
while you're watching that ad, watch it through to the end. Maybe
this.
click through, get a conversion. Shabba McCoy says,
I'm incognito. I can see the comments.
Shabba says, this is what I've been doing for my website. YouTube is my awareness funnel, not my source of income. Takes time to build, but worth it. That's good. I like that. Awareness funnel.
Yeah. And it's really simple. But again, if you're going to go create something, I'm going to make big money making merch, just stop. Just stop. Don't chase after the money. Chase after giving people value, lots and lots of value, more than they could ever imagine. And be nice to people and answer their communication and talk to them like YouTube isn't with me. And you'll make friends and you'll have loyal people who will back you up. And I would back them back and you'll do well. And it takes years sometimes. Wow, I can see the comments.
Yeah. Man, well, I'm glad to get you back online live streaming here. I know that
Mr. Hang, 562. Hey, Mr. Hang, I know him.
I think I know why they banned you. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a cheap shot. You're not even back yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the YouTube thing. Be smart about it. Make YouTube. Don't, I'm going to create something in case YouTube goes down. Just don't bother. You're already too freaking
Kevin, you know what you should do is you should check out this little website called OnlyFans.
What?
You should become.
I've had so
you should
many
become an OnlyFans filmmaker, creator, educator.
I've had so many suggestions to go off and do other stuff. They're all cool, and I really appreciate the suggestions. But they're just squirrels. They're just. Well, look, you should go off and use. It's kind of like the editor game.
Yeah.
Use DaVinci. You should Premiere Pro. You should use Vegas. You should use Avid. You should just stop it.
Yeah.
Like, just stop.
You
have a video editor?
I was joking, by the way.
I know you were.
Okay.
I'm saying this to Bart Johnson. No,
No,
but
he's saying, "Oh no, Kevin, do not go OnlyFans."
the the, the point is, I won't. The point is, and a lot of like Bart knows this, Tommy knows this. You can go off chasing these other things. If you're going to do a YouTube channel or you want to like make money at that or whatever, you have three jobs. One, make videos regularly. Two, engage jobs. Engage with your fans. Comments, answer people. If people are snarky, whatever, don't care. Three, set up as an affiliate.
Nudes.
Doesn't matter. Start
Oh, that's
somewhere.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. And four, start doing something else that people can come to and you give them some value for it. That's it. Shampoo, rinse, and repeat. You just keep doing that. And if you love it, you'll succeed. And if you don't, you freaking fail.
Yeah. So coming back to what you said earlier,
Sir.
how if you shouldn't start YouTube to make money, you should start YouTube because you're passionate. I want to come back, and I know it's a little bit of wordplay, but personally, I want to do YouTube to make money because I am passionate about it. And
Correct.
because I am not replacing my full-time income with YouTube yet, I can't do it, but I do it
Correct.
because I want to. And that's, once my income is replaced with content creation on YouTube, which by all rights to anyone that I communicate with in my geography, replacing my full-time income as a software engineer in Southern California with a family and two dogs, it sounds ridiculous that I want to be a YouTuber. Like that's nobody understands except for a very small group of people who are already doing it, who are already
Totally.
have already made it. They don't taste that tea until they drink it or
Yep.
something. I don't know how to phrase that.
Yeah.
It's such a ridiculous and wild dream that it sounds like it's childish as a 35-year-old man almost.
Well,
34.
Look at me.
Yeah, no, it's I see it. I know
I'm
you
like
see it. I
10
know that my
times your
peers
age.
on YouTube see it, but anyone else that I communicate with about my goals, it's I'm not ashamed of them, but it seems like they're ashamed of my goals for me. Like that's
They
the
don't
attitude that
understand.
I feel.
They just don't understand.
Exactly.
That's all. And trying to make them understand is a fruitless activity. It's like trying to understand why one of your kids wants to go off to China and be a chef. Nothing wrong with that. You may be like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You just don't understand. The I have a passion, I want to make money at it. That's totally cool. But the thing like right now, my YouTube's been shut down. I haven't made any money, and I'll be looking at no paycheck. Imagine you're like all of a sudden one day you show up and your work says, "Yep, you're off for a month. You're not making any money." Bummer, huh?
Yeah.
But because I have the passion to keep doing what I'm doing in the background, so I'm making more videos for when my channel comes back, making more courses. I've done a bunch of stuff at the university recently. I'm going to come back on YouTube with a fury. Watch out. That's what I'm investing my time in. But it's because I'm passionate doing that is why I'm like, that's why I'm like, yeah, they hacked my channel. Yeah, it's coming back. It's going to be fine.
You know what? Another
Because if I
comment.
wasn't passionate, like when you're not passionate about something, oh, my job is, putting together these things. That's what I do all day. I put these things together. Somebody comes along and goes, well, we're probably not going to have your job anymore. And you're going to be like, well, cool. I hated doing that shit anyway.
So,
That's the difference.
So a comment came in from Shobin McCoy. He's dropping fire comments over here. It sounds like COVID on film production. Kevin, I think your channel caught COVID on you're taking a production break. That's what happened. See, you're coughing. You'll be back soon.
Yeah, that's funny.
Man.
you can you can freak out, dude. You can get paranoid. Like, I know I'm a little touchy. I not outwardly, but I know I'm a little touchy. Like the other day, my wife, because she's working at home right now,
Yeah.
um, she's like, "Hey, I was like in the middle of a Zoom call, a company in my, and our internet's out, and I can't get into anything." Just for a split second, I was like, "Uh-oh." Like, hey, come on. You don't want to be one of the tinfoil hat crazy dudes that these two things are not connected. So I am a little like, I type in the wrong password and account, or I type in the wrong password. It says, you changed your password a month ago. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, no, never mind. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll try the cycle of different passwords that I've iterated through over the past decade, and then we'll get to the point where you've got 2 tries left until your account is locked. And it's like, ooh.
Dave Andrade is here from Post Color here. I'm so happy I could see these comments. I tell you, I don't mean to sound silly, but it is absolute joy to be able to see comments.
Yeah.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It's not terrible. That's
I mean,
that's why we do this.
and
It's the
I know a
community
lot of
that we
people.
want to connect with.
I
It's
know a
not
ton
just
of people.
it's not just the
Bart
business of
is
YouTube.
saying, and
It's the
Post Color Gear Dave.
it's not,
Dave, wait a second. Dave, you're in the East. What the hell are you doing up? 12, 1. It's 2 in the morning. Go to bed.
so I was saying it's not just the business of YouTube that you do this for. It's the community, it's the people, the familiar faces and the friends that you make. And that's I think probably the hardest part about not being able to access
Correct.
your channel.
I love people. I really do. I not because I'm like better than everybody else or whatever. I love people. They're interesting as hell to me. Like even the guy sitting in the corner, like sitting there, hey, you got a cigarette? Give me some money. And he's like a street person or whatever you call him now. I don't know what's PC anymore. Um, I find it fascinating. Here's this guy, here's his life. And he still is alive. He's still trying to do something, still trying to work and get some money and feed himself. I'm like, that blows me away. I find that, and I hate to be like, whatever you call that, I find that adorable. That I find people fascinating. I find their opinions fascinating. When people get all pissed off and ran on my channel, I'm like, wow, look at this person. Wonder what this person, wonder what this person's life is like to be able to do that. I just love people. So I've been cut off for that.
Here's an interesting scenario for you, Kevin.
What's that?
Here's a scenario for you, Kevin. So what if the person that hacked your channel with that Bitcoin scam, they live in like Sierra Leone or some country where they are being repressed by the government of some kind, and they don't have access to basic necessities unless they're able to generate some type of income through cryptocurrency, which is the new income opportunity for them, because if they can't make money any other way, they can make money with cryptocurrency. And the only way they thought to do it to provide for their family, to feed their kids, was to hack people's YouTube channels and run these live stream scams. And what if that's how they feed their 3-year-old who's hungry?
That's a huge stretch, dude. I will never agree that criminal activity is a solution.
No, of course no. It is a solution in the fact that it solves a problem for them. It's not a good solution because it creates problems for other people.
Correct.
But it's just where I always wonder where's the pin drop? Where was like the destination of that?
Well, we as social people will always want to, again, we're talking about a little sliver of piety. We're always going to try and figure out what are these people thinking, but maybe they're like this and maybe like that. They're just, and again, I don't want to go rant all over everybody. It's such a small percentage of people. You may never even run to them in your entire lifetime that are just nuts and criminal,
Yep.
period.
I bet you it was
So
some 25-year-old in like Florida, like living in a dorm room.
I have no idea. Um, I have no idea.
It's yeah. I mean, we'll never figure it out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'll never figure it out. I could spend the rest of my life trying to figure it out. What a waste. I got stuff to do.
So I
I
had
got
a
videos
channel
to make.
mishap 4 years ago. My channel was, I think I told you a little bit about it.
A little bit.
So I did some videos when my channel was first started. Actually, it was closer to almost 5 years ago now. The first videos that I produced, like the fourth video, it was the day after Pokemon Go came out, and then I hacked Pokemon Go, and then I showed the world how to do it, and then I did a series on that, which, by the way, was a huge mistake for the growth of my YouTube channel, which is now a filmmaking channel, and tech reviews. But anyways, pick a niche and stick with it. Anyways, so back then I did this whole series on how to do it, and then in one of those videos, I showed people how to do it on a Windows machine, and that involved installing Windows Enterprise for free. I didn't break any laws or rules or steal anything because you could do it. You just don't put in a license key. You take the actual software, you just don't put in a license key and you say, I'll do this later, or you skip it. And then you can access Windows and do the whole thing. But anyway, somebody reported my channel for that somehow, or a bunch of people did it. Maybe people at Microsoft. I don't know. But then the channel, it didn't get a bunch of strikes. It actually it did. It got 3 community strikes within 1 second, and it was terminated permanently because when you get that many strikes, you're terminated. And all my channel, which was exploding at that point for me, was just deleted, and I couldn't access it. I was like devastated because I had like 2,000 subscribers that I earned in like 2 weeks. And I've been working on this thing for like 3 months already. You know, it was a lot of work. 3 months down the drain. And so I was frustrated. And then YouTube wouldn't help me. The partner support wouldn't help me because it was monetized and I had access to that somehow. And the appeals that I made, they said that, no, we've determined that your channel is actually in violation and you're screwed. And then I sent out a thread on Reddit, and I said, hey, this happened. I'm just trying to grow my channel, and like I didn't break any rules, but everything got deleted. And then one dude who works at YouTube saw that post, messaged me, asked the details, and restored my channel within like a couple hours, because it would have been completely permanently deleted if it had gone on for another 24 hours. And so like it was in that grace period that he was able to restore it. And I mean, I think that guy, I sent that guy a message for your channel, Kevin. I don't know if he saw it, if he's still on Reddit. But it just goes back to the system is broken and it's awful.
Well, and you know, I know a lot of people are like, why aren't you just like driving to YouTube LA and just ripping some people's faces off?
Yeah. Can you imagine if everyone's channel who's hacked did that? How many people would be at YouTube headquarters?
Yeah, imagine how many people would have no faces. That's ugly. But again, I mean, like I'm watching the comments, which I'm enjoying. I'm just telling you. I haven't seen comments scroll by on a live stream in a long time.
Drop some love for Kevin, you guys.
Hey, and hit that thumbs up thing and subscribe to Tommy's channel.
I'd tell you to subscribe to Kevin's channel, but he doesn't have one right now. But, you know, in the future, do that.
Thanks for reminding me, man.
It's okay. It'll be back. And if not, by the way,
It will.
And before we get too far into this, I do want to bring up the dark reality that Tech for Your Needs, a commenter on here, said, I know a person that their channel got hacked and had to wait about a year before they got it back.
I see that.
And so lean on,
When?
if nothing happens, start taking action now.
When was that? Well, let's put it this way. Tech for Your Needs. Even if they just got their channel back, that was a year ago. We covered this earlier. YouTube's being hit with things in this little tiny niche, and they're like, holy crap. Today is not the same as 6 months ago. 6 months ago wasn't the same as a year ago or 5 years ago. YouTube's figuring it out. In a year from now, someone will try and hack your channel and run a cryptocurrency scheme and all this stuff. And it probably won't even happen. And you won't hear about it because they'll have handled it. Imagine the things you don't hear about on YouTube. Um, so, again, I'll defend YouTube because what they've done for the world and for creators, for people and careers and everything else is beyond the beyond. It's just this one little thing that they've been hit with over the past couple of months. It took him a year to get his channel restored. The last time this happened to somebody 6 months ago, it took him about 2 months. The next time it happened with some guy, it took him 4 weeks. So they're improving this process. But again, somebody comes by, like pours gasoline all over your car and lights it on fire, and then I stand by and go, if you would have had a process in place for that, come on.
Well, there's
It's
insurance.
new for them. It's new for them.
Yeah.
And they're always going to have something weird and new happen that they're going to have to deal with. Just gotta, whatever. And hey, you know what? It doesn't matter. If they can't get my channel back, I can always create what I created over again.
Yep. And you can create that channel again.
Absolutely.
And then as soon as you create that channel, you'll send an email out to your 2,000 members plus, and then they'll all go watch your first video all the way through, and you'll thank them for that, and you'll have 100% watch time on your first video on a brand new channel, which will probably get recommended on the algorithm for a big bump.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll go out to all the university. What I'll do is I'll make like a 3-hour long video. Say, hey, do me a favor. Like, watch this whole thing. And I'll just, in one day, I'll have 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, that'd be, I mean, I'll leave it playing in the background for you.
I would never do that.
You should. You need 1,000 subscribers. You have 2,000 members. They'll all subscribe. And then you could do, I swear, dude, that is such a clever way around that.
Hey, I got to tell you, if you're starting a YouTube channel or you got a YouTube channel, and Tommy knows this and Bart knows this, and probably a lot of others here, man, make friends with other creators. They're great people. They will bend over backwards for you. They're kind. The number of companies that I can't mention and people that I'm not going to mention them, I just don't want to, that have reached out to me and said, hey, dude, if you need any help or I can do anything, let me know. Number of viewers, number of subscribers, number of university members is overwhelming. It's like, I mean, I almost get a little teary-eyed over, my gosh, I had no idea. I had so many friends and I didn't even know who they were.
You don't even got to say friends, man. You just say friends without the quotes.
Well, for me, it was friends because I was like, I didn't know,
You didn't know that they cared.
Like
as
Joe
much
Blow,
as you cared.
over on this channel, it's got 800,000 subscribers. I've seen it before, watched a couple of videos. I don't even know if he knows me from Jack. Reaches out to me, sends me like a direct message or a email. Says, hey, this sucks, dude, and I'm really sorry for you. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, wow. So even if my channel is down, I have hundreds more than that. I have tens of thousands of friends that I can go to and say, hey, this is what happened. You want to give me a hand? I have people who said, hey, if you can't get your channel back up and you start a new channel, let me know. I'll make a video on my channel, tell everybody you got a new channel. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
I'd be happy to do that.
So
happy to do the same
thing. I know
thing.
you would. So if the worst happens, I walk out of this with just a ton of really, really, really great people, the ability to restore my channel. So don't go to other creators with a gimme, gimme attitude. go to them and watch their video.
That's
Make
something that
friends with
I've
them.
that's something that I've talked about on this stream in the past
Oh,
is
yeah.
if you become friends with other creators, the most important thing you can get from them is a relationship.
Mhm.
Collaborations don't really do jack shit for a channel.
Not so much.
Never. It's people subscribe to a channel for the creator that they subscribe to. So when you collaborate with someone, you might get, at most a couple hundred extra subscribers if the video gets like a million views. But so when working with other people or meeting other people, don't look at it as a starry eyed and what can you do for me. It's how can you add value to this person's life, because if you can do
Absolutely.
that, you can become that person's friend, and the support that they give you as a friend is so much more valuable than anything they could give you on their channel. And
I
that's
even,
that's something that I love about YouTube is just the friends and the people that you meet.
it's unbelievable. I've met some incredible people and who are my friends now. And I cover this in my YouTube course. Hey, you got these people coming and watching you and commenting and talking to you. Instead of trying to get subscribers and get viewers, just consider these people are coming and make friends with them. If your friend comes up and goes, well, I had a bad day and life sucks, go, oh, hey, man, what happened? You wouldn't. If Tommy came to me, I had a really sucky day, man, everything. I wouldn't say, well, you hurt my feelings and screw you, dude. I'm blocking you. I'd be like, what happened? You okay?
I dropped a light.
You dropped.
Worst
Well,
day
that's
ever.
unforgivable. Never. But
See that? That's
I, that, what's that saying? If I had a nickel for every time I probably dropped more and hurt more gear than I've spent.
Yeah, I think the time that I dropped a light was the Aperture B7C bulb. It was the prototype bulb, the one
Uh,
before it was released, and I
uh,
broke it. That was fun.
uh, that,
I did a video on that. That one was fun.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I actually
That's really
met you.
funny.
So Bart Johnson says I crashed Kevin trying to shoot a DD video at NAB years ago. Not even sorry for Kevin. Actually, Kevin, I met you at the Aperture dinner at NAB.
That's right. And Bart is right. I was trying to shoot a video with Andrew at Deity years ago. I was with Dave Andrade, post color gear,
Hmm.
and there was Bart. I don't know. He was like, "Who's this guy?" Oh, this is Bart Johnson. How you doing, Bart? And blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh, this guy's cool." I don't know. He's probably thinking, "Oh, this guy's a dick." I don't care. But I was like, "Wow, Bart's cool." I had no idea who this guy was. He just seemed like a really nice guy. I can't find out later he's got a YouTube channel, production company, knows his stuff. Um, that's how I met Mr. Hing, 2562, just out of the blue. Hey, you have a YouTube channel. I know you. And I'm like, wow. Okay. We
You
hung
know
out.
what? I have a thought.
Yeah.
Something. If you are browsing YouTube and the algorithm gives you a video of someone who's just clearly talented, making amazing stuff that you want to make, right? And they don't have a lot of subscribers, you should still try and become their friend. Uh, that's my favorite thing to do is find someone who is doing something right and then just start a conversation. I found a little channel called Make Art Now when he had
Oh,
15,000
yeah.
subscribers, and I sent him an email and I said, "Dude, you're doing something right. You're gonna blow up. I'd love to work with you on something or just be your friend. I don't know." And then he called me later, and then we had a conversation while I was out to having sushi with the family. I remember this. I was like, I got to talk to this guy. So I stepped out for a second, and we talked. And he's blown up way past me, just like I knew he
Hmm.
would, because his content is out of this
Amazing.
world.
It's amazing.
Just so good. Uh, just people.
Well,
People are
and
important.
that's the other thing. I mean, here's a tip. You want a YouTube tip?
Yeah.
Does everybody want a YouTube tip? Okay, look, you start a channel. Don't go sub for sub. Don't go me, 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 me. Here's what you do. Let's say you, um, I don't know, you do shop work, woodworking. So here's what you do. You go find out all the channels that do woodworking. You subscribe to them. And when those people put out a video, your moniker, your avatar says, Joe, the woodworking guy, right? You go out and the guy posts a video and you leave a nice comment. You say, hey, that was a cool video. I like the way you did that saw thing. Post it. Next time you post a video, go, hey, that was really cool. Does the when you have a saw blade and you're grinding it, is that blah 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 blah? Maybe he answers you, maybe you don't. You post another video. Let's say you're doing this on 20 channels once a week. You're just going out and leaving nice comments. Not bad comments, not look at me. What's going to happen is one, the people who watch those videos are going to see this really nice person leaving really nice comments. At some point, the percentage of those people are going to click that little avatar and go, who is this guy? And they're going to see your channel, they're going to see your content, they're going to watch or not, they're going to subscribe. The second thing that's going to happen is that creator is eventually going to see you coming to their videos, commenting on their videos genuinely, not crap. If you don't like it, leave no comment. You're going to become a known thing to this creator who's reading his comments. And I trust you at some point, if you're at NAB or whatever, this guy is going to come over and go, what's this person? They're going to check out your channel. And your relationship is going to start developing with these people. Next thing you know, you're going to be friends with these people. And you're going to be friends with the people who are commenting and all the subscribers and people that are watching this guy. Going to come over here and go, hey, this guy's really nice. I should go watch his stuff too. That's simple. You don't need to.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
Yeah, I try to comment on videos that I watch and I like, and it's not for anything other than to let the person know that I saw it. I can hit the
Right.
thumbs up, but that doesn't say, "Hey, Tommy Calloway saw this." I comment because I want them to know that I support them and I'm watching their videos.
Yeah,
That's it.
me too.
It's not so they'll watch mine. It's just so they know that I saw it and I liked it,
That's right. And
that I support them.
hey, I'll say this again. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet. There's only 13 million YouTube channels. That means if you go out and make a video, you are 0.0000001% of the entire population who had the balls, or sorry, whatever that is, the guts,
Yeah.
make a video and post it. And you know what? The worst freaking video that was ever made by you is going to be better than everyone else's who didn't.
That's very true. In fact, on my channel, one of my worst videos is also one of my most popular. So, honestly, production value does not matter at all if you're looking for views.
Dumb, stupid minute and a half video I posted years ago. And it's still, I get a zillion views on it, a zillion comments on it, and a zillion questions. It's like years ago. I'm like, hey, that's cool. And I make money off this thing. And it's, if I could, like, I want to go up there and just delete the video because I hate it. Like, if I had out of 500 videos, I'd go, that would be the top. It's got a ton of views. People keep watching it and they like it. And I'm like, okay. So you never know. I mean, I got a green screen video that should hit 1 million views probably by June. And at very high return ad revenue. I posted it 5 years ago. When I posted it, I got a couple hundred views. And after a couple months, maybe had 1,000 views. A couple months, 2,000 views. Maybe it was 6 years ago. And about 4 years ago, this is before COVID, everybody at home and everything else. About 4 years ago, for some reason unknown, and I know I have checked other creators, to the analytics, to YouTube. I reached out to YouTube. I've talked to some of these high dudes who do YouTube stuff. Nobody has a clue. For some reason, it just took off. It just kept taking off. I would not, in my opinion, say that's one of my best videos. One of my best performing. So the thing is, you don't know what's going to happen. If you post a video on and you're into it, if you're like, I collect mice. Yeah, this is what I do is I collect mice. This is how this mouse works and everything else. That's what you're into. I don't know. You don't know if one
I'm
of
not
those
into that.
videos, for some weird ass reason, just takes off. It's weird.
Yeah, really weird.
It's
Maybe
really
it's
weird.
maybe it's because you're less attached to the end result sometimes.
I wasn't even on this video. It's how to view all your comments on YouTube. It's a minute and a half. Go here and you go here and you click that. You go to history. Yes, and you can see all your comments.
Maybe those videos do so well because they're such straightforward content. The
Possibly.
entire video is valuable
But here's the little rabbit. I've tried making other videos like that. Nope.
because you tried. That's why it didn't do
I've
well.
I've tried making other green screen videos. They're far better than the first one. Nope. Like what?
Who
So
knows?
you just you just make videos.
Yeah,
Some of them will take off. Some of them won't. Whatever. Jake Sloan's here.
he
Hey
is.
baby.
Thank you for showing up, Jake.
Well, he's saying hi to Paul.
Oh, he's
What the hell
had a
with hell
Paul.
with him.
Whatever.
Never mind. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
He's
Jake
probably
Sloan.
cold. It's in Alaska.
Yeah. Boy, talk about some beautiful country.
Yeah. I was
Alaska.
looking at Australia.
Uh,
It seems interesting.
yeah.
Considering I could sell my house here. We could move to Australia and get a house twice as big on the beach.
Oh, really? Oh, you live in California.
I live in Southern California.
Hell, you could sell your house and move anywhere and buy a
Well,
bigger
see, the thing
house.
is, Perth has identical weather to Southern California.
Ah,
I don't
Ted.
know. It's a thought at this point,
Hmm.
but it's getting some serious thought.
Australia.
Yeah, it's pretty out
Wow.
there.
I in January I was in Aruba. Long story. I won't go into it.
Oh, you know what? Dave post color gear. He says, yeah, but there's millions of things that can kill you in Australia.
That's right. Even kangaroos will box the hell out of you. So yeah.
We'll see. I know that we were already looking at houses where it's a serious thought. So we'll see.
I was in Aruba for about a month in January. Just long story. Won't go into it. It was gorgeous. We were safe and masked and gloved and everything else.
Hmm.
What a beautiful country. Like crime rate is almost nothing. People are beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. The water is beautiful. And I seriously was looking at my wife. If it wasn't for her job, she has to be in this area. Um, I'd seriously consider it. I'd seriously consider just moving there.
Yeah, because
Great people,
I
great
mean,
country.
if you think about it, everyone working from home, and there's still traffic if you got to go somewhere.
That's right.
What's California got for me now? Th- like not much.
I,
The one thing it does have for me is access to a lot of my friends who are also creators,
mhm.
kind of. Because I mean, we all have different schedules. You know, I don't know. I could still take a flight and work with some of them if I needed to.
True.
Who
Hey,
knows?
Paul Pachugan has a beach 300 meters. By the way, that's out of the U.S. They
Oh
use
yes, the
this
whole
weird
meters
thing.
and feet thing. That's so
Yeah.
weird. I'm gonna have such a hard time with that if I go through with it.
Yeah. But I think it'd be a lot easier. But he has 300 meters from his door and kangaroos.
300
Up.
meters. That's like 10 miles, right?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No wonder why all your freaking light lux specs are all messed up.
Well, there's lux, there's lumens, foot candles.
And foot candles. Yeah, but he has like kangaroos and a beach. Right by his door. I'm jealous.
Dude, kangaroos, I've seen some videos of like these super buff kangaroos,
Yeah.
and they just like are trying to beat the shit out of your window and like
Yeah.
break into your house and eat you. I don't know what
Well,
kangaroos eat, but I think it's people.
or we could go up to Alaska with Jake where, oh yeah,
Oh, he's got polar bears and
just a
ice.
day, I just go hike up into 6 million feet elevation in 36 miles with a backpack and all my gear. And hopefully, a big bear doesn't come and kill me. And I already don't fall into an ice pit. But hey, like, wow, dude, he's invited me up there. I'm like, dude, I get winded going up the stairs. Are you kidding me? And I work out. So come on, I don't think.
Well, Kevin, I think that concludes the time. My batteries are, oh, wow, 16% on the A7S III this whole time.
That's it.
Yeah.
You just helped me.
Yeah, and the other
Whenever I
one,
do a live
oh,
stream,
no, no.
a
See,
Zoom
so that one was
session,
already down. The Pro Blends cam, which is this one over here. Yeah, I turned the light off already, but that one's
oh,
at
see, I'm all
30%.
good. I'm all
Yeah,
good
that
here.
one's at 30%. A7S III battery life. We talked for 15 minutes before the stream started, you guys. That's like almost 2 hours.
I have just figured it out. I have a real problem on my live streams and on my Zoom. I do a weekly YouTube meetup with all the YouTube University guys.
Yeah.
We talk and chat. And I always try and keep it to 1 hour, 2.5 hours later. I just figured out I need to use batteries because then they run out. And then I don't talk for 3 freaking hours.
Yeah, man, that's the secret. Because once the
That's a
batteries start
secret.
dying, one light died immediately because I never charged it. The other one, I had to turn that one off. But anyways, things start dying, and
And then
that's
that's your
it.
cue.
That's my cue. Thanks for watching, you guys. Kevin, thanks for joining me. I hope that you get
Hey,
your channel back really soon.
Tommy, thank you. Really. It's been
Anytime.
a pleasure. I really appreciate it. And Tommy's one of those people, and since he's here, I'll mention his name. He's one of these people who reached out and said, "Hey, can I help?" I was like, "I don't think so, but God, thank you." Then he said, "Hey, why don't you come on the live stream?" Here we are. So I'm glad we could, you know, hurt all your eyeballs and ears for how long have we been doing this? 2 hours?
We started. Yeah, it was. I was supposed to. I only scheduled 45 minutes. My wife probably is wondering where I went.
It is a running joke with many people here, like Dave, and a lot of people aren't here, and Curtis and all those people. It's just running joke. It's like, hey, Kev, let's get on a phone call for 15 minutes. It always goes on for hours.
Well, now I know that about you.
Yeah. So if I ever say, hey, you got 15 minutes for a phone call, you should go like, not really. I got this other stuff to do, and stuff.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks,
Anyway,
thanks,
really,
Kevin.
thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for showing up.
Thank you,
And
everybody, for showing up.
watch out for the tweets when Kevin gets his channel back or when he starts his new channel or both. I'll retweet.
I think I'm going to do that.
Do it.
Here's what's going to happen. Let's start a new channel. I'm going to ramp it all up, and my channel's going to come back. I'm like, oh.
But then you'll have a new channel for all your shenanigans.
Oh, I already got one of those. It's called Basic Filmmaker Unscripted.
Okay. Well, maybe you could just call this one Basic Filmmaker Shenanigans.
I like that. I'm going to do that.
All right.
Hey, man, really, bottom of my heart, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Good night,
See you
everyone.
guys next
Thank
week.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, and go watch my most recent video. I just published it today.
Hey, go watch Tommy's
It's on the
video.
ProLight Orion 300.
Slackers.
It's a full color RGB WCL light. If you don't know what that is, watch the video. All right. See you later. Bye.
Very cool light. Bye.
All right. I have ended the stream.
Hey, thank you.